Let's jump right into the three pack. All right, so I got to talk about what I am. I have shifted a little bit, focusing on buyers. Where a year and a half ago I didn't want buyers, I wanted
I
sellers,
think
and
I remember that.
now sellers are the bane of my existence. But anyway, so what I am telling my buyers, and this is just and keep in mind that I am my disclosure is I am not an economist, nor should you pretend to be an economist. And so when I am talking with my buyers, I am saying, from what I'm reading and from the economists that I'm following, this is what I'm deducting from it. And as a buyer and investor myself, this is what's dictating my next move. So first one is I'm telling my buyers, get the deal now. Focus on the deal. Don't focus on the rate so much.
Right.
Focus on the price of the home. A lot of sellers right now, if not almost every seller, is accepting low offers. The sellers that I'm finding that aren't accepting low offers, well, they're not getting offers.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
So for me, paying a higher rate in exchange for a lower price for me is the ideal option. I am focusing right now on my equity position. So December for me, and I'm going to kind of get into it, how I'm seeing 2023 going down. But I'm feeling like if you really want a deal on a home, December, I think, is going to be the ideal month. It's slower, not as many buyers in the market. As you're talking about, Todd, not as many homes in escrow. Sellers are getting a little more desperate. They're going to get more desperate. And so I would say, I want to talk a little bit about lock, shop, and go. For me personally, you right now in this market, you should be working with a lender that offers lock, shop, and go programs. And I know that pretty much all the lenders at Fairway across the board offer lock, shop, and go.
Correct.
It is because we are anticipating, no one knows for sure, we are anticipating maybe 2 to 3 more rate hikes between now and the end of the year. At least one. Your buyers can lock a rate right now today,
right,
for 90 days without having to identify a property. So I've got about 5 buyers right now locked in right now. We're looking at November and December is the time to buy. If at day 86 of that 90-day lock, they finally find the property, they can extend that lock for the next 60 days.
Wow.
So lock in the rate today.
Yeah, the thing, and this is the age-old dilemma, is interest rates go up, people slow down, they decide not to purchase. Interest rates are a point-in-time issue, typically, where sale price is for as long as you own it issue. So focusing on the equity position, focusing on what you can acquire the property at, getting any loan, and this is really what I want to make sure people understand, any available loan that you qualify for that best meets what you're trying to accomplish, use that loan to get in the game. Because if you wait until January, February, well, those prices are going to go up again. And as the seasonal market comes back right after the first of the year, and we start seeing hopefully another 1,000 or 2,000 people in the marketplace, these opportunities that you're going to have over the next 60 days are not going to be there.
And if you are hearing about Lock, Shop, and Go for the first time, you're not familiar with it. I know West USA, we got a lot of great loan officers that are with Fairway Mortgage. Pick up the phone, call them and say, hey, Mike asked me to ask you to talk to me about Lock, Shop, and Go. Become familiar with it. I, right now in this market, cannot and will not work with any lender that doesn't offer Lock, Shop, and Go, because it's just that. It's so important right now. All right. I personally, I'm seeing and I'm thinking that, and I am anticipating when I take a look at my investment strategy, that rates are going to drop again. Barry Habib, who is a leading expert, I don't know, I sent you that video the other day.
That was awesome.
I mean, just his, and if you guys want to email me at mikew@westusa.com, I will send you a link to the video. But we're thinking that in the next 6 months, the way the inflation's expected and anticipated to slow down, getting to the new year, there's a lot of experts that are predicting and seeing that interest rates in the next 6 months are going to drop down to the high 4s to the low 5s. Again, don't make any predictions.
Correct.
You are not an economist.
That's right.
Just offer the information and how you view it, or send those resources to your clients and let them, make that same deduction.
Right.
But again, buy now at a great price with seller concessions and refinance later. That's the other thing. Back to Matt's point. Right now, sellers are not only offering great prices on their homes, but you are also able to get seller concessions. So
Right.
you're going to refinance later, and people go, well, if I refinance in 12 months, now I got 2 sets of loan costs. Well, let's get the loan costs today covered, and then worry about the refinance. So you're going to get the best of all worlds, possibly, and only having one set of finance charges.
Yeah, there's a lot of little pieces here. If in fact appreciation this year is supposed to be 8% for 2022, 2023, they're anticipating appreciation rates. This is not, average sale price increases. This is just the appreciation of the average home. They're expecting it to go back to 4.5%. 4.5% at a 7% interest rate is what Arizona was all through the 90s and early 2000s. And buyers were coming to Arizona to purchase investment properties because of those two numbers. So if we're under 7 and realistically we're at a 4% or better appreciation, Arizona is still an incredible market from that perspective. Interest rate, Mike, just to talk to that real quick, that's the purpose for a 3, 5, 7-year ARM. That's to allow you to incubate yourself and allow the industry to go up and down and do anything it's going to do, get through elections, get over inflation, whatever those things are. That's what a 3, 5, and 7-year ARM are designed to do. Don't forget about assumable mortgages.
Yeah. And I would also say, I just want to be clear on this because Dwayne's sitting here. Do not tell your clients that rates are going to be between the high 4s and the low 5s.
No, you can't.
You can't make any type of guarantees. These are just the things that I'm anticipating, and these are the things that some of the leading economists are anticipating.
So to your point, Mike, somebody's right now, they want to buy a house, and they're like, yeah, well, wait a minute. Now Mike just says they're going to go to 4s and 5s next fall, next spring, next summer, whatever it is, and that's part of the problem, whenever it is. The situation is, still get in the game today. Take that 7% if that's the best deal you can get. Take it today. You can always recast that loan for very minimum fees with the same lender down within 6 to 10 months.
All right, and then the third thing is, if rates do drop significantly, you can expect another buyer frenzy. If we get into the summer months and rates are in the high 5s or high 4s, low 5s, it is going to be, in my opinion, another bloodbath today. And then today's prices and seller concessions are going to be off the table. We've got a lot of buyers right now. They're just kind of on the fence, and they're just focused on rates. And if rates get back down to the high 4s, low 5s, everybody's going to be jumping in the game. And so what you could get a house for as far as cost goes today, there's a chance that you're not going to be able to get that same house for today's price come summertime. So with all this being said and done, just start having these conversations with your buyers.
Mike, this is the reason why we provide all of our agents anyway with the market stats every single week. If you know what inventory levels are, if we have a plethora of available properties, then there's no pressure on the buyer, which makes it a buyer's market. If on the other hand, we now have more people, we're at 3,000 people. That's why right now is a great time. If you go 3,000 pending, if after the first of the year, I'm honestly, Mike, expecting that number to jump back into the 5,000 range, which now means you're going to have 2,000 more people competing against you. You're not going to have a similar frenzy yet. That's only going to happen if, like to your point, the interest rates drop. But what you will have is more competition, and that's going to lower the days on market from a 3.5-month supply, a 4-month supply, back to a 2.5-month supply. And guess what the seller's not going to do? Offer as much concession.
Yep. We got a small window. I feel like my buyers, and that's what I'm telling them, is we've got a small window. Take advantage of it. All right. So